Yeah, that won't be very complicated. um, Here with me, I have Pooja Mathur from the joint FAO IAEA Center of Nuclear Techniques in Food and Agriculture. And I have some questions for you. But at first, would you introduce or would you explain for us what exactly are you doing, just for the viewers in short form?
Okay. In context of the International Symposium, first of all, thank you so much for inviting me to have this conversation. In context of the symposium here, I am representing the Joint Center's work around space breeding, and which is essentially to identify what kind of structural variations happen when seeds or plants are subjected to cosmic radiation in the space.
So I have some questions for you, and because in your eyes, is it risky or does it have any risks to eat some of these radiation changed food or GMO food?
Okay, let me first say GMO is not the radiation-induced mutation. These are two entirely different things. So mutation breeding is having the longest history of safe use in terms of crops. So if you are picking an orange or wheat or pasta from the supermarket, chances are there that it has come from a mutant variety, from a mutation, because mutation is a cornerstone of crop improvement. And agriculture and crop improvement relies on these beneficial mutations that happen very naturally as a part of evolutionary process. But the way we do it is we accelerate the process, because otherwise the process is so slow, and the mutations it would take hundreds of years to happen. So what we do is, using physical mutagens such as X-rays or gamma rays or ion beams, electron beam, or cosmic radiation, try to accelerate the process of mutagenesis. So it's a very natural process. It is not GMO. There's no foreign gene integration, and it has a longest history of safe use for mankind.
So it doesn't affect the health completely?
Absolutely not, because what we are doing is, as we are exploiting the DNA repair machinery of plant to make the changes and repair it itself. So there is nothing else happening during the process. There is no radiation that gets captured or anything. So it just does a job for a fraction of a second, or in cosmic radiation for a longer duration, but the changes are within the system. Like there's no foreign body that gets integrated.
But it's like the DNA is getting destroyed and then it repairs itself, but different.
But that happens every day. When we go out, when we wake up, when we sleep. When we sleep, our DNA repair systems work, and that's how we stay healthy. So it's an absolute natural process of a living being, whether it's a plant, animal, microbe, or anything. So it's a evolutionary process where DNA breaks itself, it repairs, and makes sure that we stay healthy, and there are no undesirable mutations or changes that happen. It could be like in human beings, when we go out, we get exposed to sunlight, these small UVA and B, that can make those unnecessary changes. So our DNA repair systems in a healthy body make sure that those are just thrown out of the system. And the same mechanism is exploited in mutation breeding.
So in GMO, you just pick other genes and put them in the right spot, and here you're shooting them the wrong out of the
So it's entirely a different process. A GMO is a different approach wherein the researchers use a foreign gene, or if not foreign, a foreign vehicle to integrate something, to change the function. But mutation breeding is not that. I mean, mutation breeding, you are just accelerating the natural course of evolution.
But you can't control really what will be in the end, what will happen in the end.
Absolutely. So we can't control, because mutation breeding is a random process. So the changes happen, and then we select once we introduce these changes using physical or chemical mutagenesis. We, or for that matter, even cosmic radiation, we select what we are aiming for, the desirable characteristics. And so that's the only way we move towards precision.
So it needs a bit more time, right? It's like you can't really control it. That means that you have to make many samples to get the right thing.
Yes, it's a number game. So yeah, because it's a chance vector. So we irradiate more seeds, so that we are able to get that 1, 2, or 3 good mutations that we are after, whether it is nutritional enrichment, or it's a drought tolerance, or it's a disease resistance, depending on what our end objective is.
I have just a last question for you. How can we use this, that we can use the space farming? Or how is it connected to space farming?
Okay, so the work that the Joint Center does is also on gathering scientific data and information on how cosmic radiation, which is the radiation from the space, which is a mix of ultra low temperatures and radiation, solar flares. So it's a
natural.
Of course, in space you have different kind of ionizing radiation that affects. So the work that we are doing is to exploit that different sources of radiation that exist in the space, to get meaningful changes introduced in the crops, so that they become more climate resilient, they are more resistant to pests and diseases, and we are able to enjoy quality food in the
space.
Most, not only in the space, yes, maybe for future space application, but also for applications on our planet.
I'm sorry to interrupt you.
No, it's perfect fine. Yeah.
And thank you for your time. I appreciate it very. I think
it's a pleasure.
Yeah, I think you can't meet persons like you every day.
It's a pleasure. You are a